Hey, we are live again. I am so in love with doing these. So you are my TikTok people. You are my YouTube people. I got to get my hair situated and figured out here. So we are going to be stepping into another. So this is what I'm going to be doing for you guys live every day, Monday through Friday. Okay. And we are going to be spending time with the Holy Spirit, and we are going to be receiving the words that He wants you to hear so that you can step into your full anointing, by which I mean your purpose and your full gifting. If you are in a situation right now where you are spending your precious time, energy, and attention on things that do not align with your values and your vision and your purpose, my friend, you have overstayed your welcome in a place that God no longer means for you to be. Okay? And there are going to be tests and trials for you to leave. There are going to be tests and trials for you to step out on faith. But it is extremely important. The word that I keep hearing over and over again is that the Holy Spirit is calling His warriors to attention. Okay, there is a spiritual battle that is happening. And I don't know what your belief system is or where you stand on all of this stuff. I am simply sharing. I am the messenger, okay, sharing the message. God puts the message in my mouth and the people in my path. Okay, so there is going to be something here that resonates with you in some way, and how it resonates and the degree to which you let it resonate. I mean, think about what a resonating is, right? When you pluck a string and the next string next to it plucks, just from the resonance, just from the frequency alignment with that string that is plucked, then that string makes music. That string participates in a symphony. That string participates in beauty and art and moving people's hearts and minds. And you are a string that I am trying, by my messaging, right? By me voicing this here and now in this place that I am at, which is Tucson, Arizona, in an absolutely beautiful. Can I turn this around? Hold on, you guys. Hold on. My YouTube people, hold on one second. I'm going to try to do something. I'm going to see if I can turn this. I don't think I can. Can I turn the camera around, you guys? I don't know. I wish I could. Because I am looking out, and so it's just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous view. Here, I'm just going to turn the entire thing around. You ready? This is my office right now. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. I'm showing them the mountains. That's my office, okay? Because I heard the message finally. I finally heard the message that God was speaking into my heart and into my mind when I was stuck in my 9 to 5 that I could not stand, right? And I stepped out on faith, and it took me a long time, and it took me lots and lots of trial and error. And that is what I am here to help you guys avoid, okay? Is the time and the money and the effort and the heartache and the just all of the ways that you can waste your time and money trying to find a way to earn an income that feels meaningful but doesn't take up all your time. You guys, do you know that there is a way to stop trading time for dollars? Do you know that? You probably do. You've probably been looking for a long time. If you're anything like me, you probably are going, there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way for me to earn a really good income, but not have to trade my best time. So that the best time that you have and your best energy and your best creativity is not given to somebody else to build somebody else's dream. I'm so passionate about this. There's a deeper reason, though, more than just being able to enjoy, not having to get up at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m., and get into a suit that, like, do I look like I wear suits? No. Like, I remember For those of you who don't know my story, I spent 15 years in corporate America. I was fired 3 times. Okay, even though I was a top performer in sales, I sat on boards of boards of companies. I was a kind of a rock star, but I was miserable because I don't know about you, but the chances that God has placed us together in this virtual corner of the world, there's a very good chance that you are a black sheep, that you identify as somebody who does not fit in, that it's something that you've lived with your whole life. I remember when I was a little girl, and I remember it was in 5th grade, and I remember sitting there at my desk, and I was looking at these people, these little kids my age, getting together in these little groups, these little cliques, and like swinging on the swings and doing all this stuff. And I remember looking at them being like, I don't get that. Like, I don't understand like that world. I don't get it. I just like, I don't know how to do that. Okay. I just have never fit in. I've always been the weird one. I've always been the loner. I've always been the rebel. I'm always the one who's saying things that people are like, Lorna, can you just not be so disruptive? Can you not say the things that everybody's thinking, but nobody wants to be said except for the people who are thinking it, who are feeling the way that I'm feeling? And I grew up with a lot of shame around that. I grew up feeling like I don't fit in into society. There is no purpose for me. There is no need for me. If you are feeling that way, I am here to tell you something. You are a disruptor. You are a rebel. You are weirdly wired, as I like to say. There is something about your wiring, your neurodivergence, right? That is purposeful. It is purposeful. There is a reason God wired you that way. You are the one who makes change in the world, in whatever field you feel called to: education, industry, health, medicine, commerce, spirituality, religion, literature, whatever the heck, painting, art, it doesn't matter. You are a change maker. You are an innovator. Okay. And what that means is that you are meant, listen carefully to this, you are meant to shatter paradigms, not master them. You are meant to shatter paradigms, not master them. The mind that can come in and shatter an entire institutionalized, installed paradigm is a very different kind of mind than the mind that masters those paradigms. And you, my friend, are surrounded in the world, the people at the supermarket, probably most of your friends, probably most, if not all of your family, the people that you work with, they are people who are meant to master paradigms. They are people who do not carry the mantle of change maker. They are people who do not carry the mantle of revolutionary. They are people who do not carry the mantle of disruptor. Okay. And the problem with our society, so this is apparently going to be about neurodivergence and the way that you are weirdly wired, that is your blessing, not your curse. But here's the thing, you guys. I remember just being every day that I had to go to my 9 to 5 and follow this very strict rhythm and routine to show up at 8 o'clock in the morning and get myself into this mental space that I was not in. You guys, it's 10:15. I'm just getting going. Okay. I'm just starting to get there. I just would wrench myself and drag myself out of bed and be like, I can't freaking do this anymore. It is so alien to me. My rhythms they're weird. Like sometimes I stay up until 2 a.m. and I'm hit with all this creativity. That's how I wrote my book. I actually wrote an 800-page book. Okay. And I wrote that book at all kinds of crazy hours of the day and night. And if I had had a 9 to 5 job, which isn't 9 to 5, who are we kidding? We need to stop saying 9 to 5. We need to start saying 8 to 7, right? right? If I had had a job like that, there's no way I would have gotten that book written. There's no way I would have been able to do any of the things that I have been able to do with my creativity, with my gifting, with my intelligence, with my different way of seeing and speaking, right? If I had been trapped in that 9 to 5, because my rhythms don't match corporate rhythms, and yours probably don't either. Can I get an amen? If you are stuck in a way of making money that feels like a straitjacket on your spirit, that means you're in the wrong place. And I'm going to say something that you might not like to hear, but sometimes the truth, in order to liberate, it has to sting a little bit. The reason you're there is because you are afraid and you're acting like a coward. And I say that with all love because I was there. I was the same way. I knew that I was supposed to leave. I knew I was supposed to go, but I was too afraid. I was afraid of what people were going to think of me. I was afraid of having to give up the trappings of success. Now, I didn't have to actually give that up. Because when you step into your anointing, when you step into your blessing, my friend, prosperity is what happens. We are talking about going from slavery to the promised land. That is what we're talking about here, okay? And the promised land for you is a land flowing with milk and honey. It is a land that is full of fertile ground. It is a land. So, for those of you who know the story of the Israelites, they walked into the promised land after a long time of disobeying God and not listening to his voice and causing their own wilderness wandering for 40 years and all kinds of craziness. Finally, they got there. Okay. And they walked into prosperity that was waiting for them, olive trees and homes and appointed homes and crops and things that other people had labored to create and to build. And the Israelites, with the blessing and the anointing of God, just walked right in to that promised land because God had ordained that and appointed that for them. My friend, that is what is here for you. That is what it means to step into your anointing, okay? To step into your anointing means to step into a prosperity and an abundance, but it's not where you are now. If you are not prospering in your spirit where you are now, it means that your anointing has moved. This is what I said yesterday in the live stream. Your anointing has moved somewhere else. It is in some other place. It is in some other way of earning a living and earning an income. Okay. Now, I have a particular thing that I have found that I believe is the most incredible passive income business model I have ever seen in 15 years in business. And I am talking as a third generation entrepreneur. I am talking as someone who has built $1 million business in 10 months and grew it and kept it at $1 million plus for 5 years. Okay. And I am also talking as somebody who has helped hundreds of other people build 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses. Okay. So I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about business models. And I have been looking for 9 months for a legitimate, not scammy, passive income business model that is going to give me time, freedom, and money. I want to make a lot of money. And I don't want to have to work that hard. And that is just the way that I am wired, because with the time that I have left, I know I'm supposed to do some really amazing, creative, God-given work in the world. Ministry, creative stuff. I've got a book I want to write. I want to have time to do that. And I don't want to have to sacrifice really anything. And so there is something that I have found that allows me to make 5 figures a month in 2 hours a day. It's unbelievable. And it's real. It's not a scam. It's not a hype. I have tried affiliate marketing. I have tried network marketing. I have done all the things. And one of the things that made me so angry, so irritated, is the lack of integrity in that space, the lack of integrity in the passive income, work from home, like that whole work. That is like a cesspool. Oh my gosh, the bait and switch is real. You invest in something and they promise you you'll get this kind of result, or they tell you like this is what's possible, and then you get inside it and then you're like, oh no, actually you really need this $300 a month mastermind, to really be successful. Oh no, actually you really need to buy this $300 a month system, to really actually make this work. Oh no, actually you need to. And now you're spending all of this time and all of this energy and all of this money, and it's a bait and switch, and they know it. They know it, you guys. When you are out there in the marketplace, in the digital marketplace, and you are evaluating if you are looking at passive income opportunities, work from home, work from anywhere opportunities, you guys, you got to be smart, because I see so many people falling for the bait and switch. I just talked to a woman the other day who she is I think she said she is $20,000 in debt from doing Amazon FBA. I don't even know what Amazon FBA is. It's like some kind of affiliate something. And she is like, it is so not what people said that it was going to be. It is so not what I was told or led to believe. This happens all the time. And it annoyed me and it irritated me and made me angry, because I saw so many people falling for it, because they fall for the hype, right? You fall for the marketing, you fall for the hype of it, and you get inside and you realize it's not the real deal at all. Maybe you've been doing MLM and you're like, actually, this sucks. I'm not making that much money. I'm working my tail off. And like, okay, fine, I'm working for myself, but are you really working for yourself? Are you aware of the fact that 4 major MLM giants slashed their revenue model this past 2 weeks, slashed it, left families in crisis, okay? Because people who had given their livelihoods and their years to building teams are left with nothing. It's insane. Same with affiliate marketing. I know so many people, myself included, who try to do affiliate marketing. It takes so much more time, so much more hustle, so much more systems, cost, energy, all of that to actually make a go of that. So when I found this thing, which is called the 6-figure blueprint, it blew my mind. Blew my mind. It is a done for you business that you basically just plug and play. You step into it. It's a business in a box, basically. So I bought this business for $900. It is my business. Okay. It's not affiliate marketing and it's not MLM. I don't pay a dime to anybody else. I get 100% profit. It goes straight to my bank account. I don't have to sit there and email my affiliate company and be like, hey, can you send me that $500 check that you were supposed to send me like 3 months ago? Anybody have that happen? Like, this is my business, okay? People pay me and it goes into my bank account, and I make 100% profit in this digital marketing business that I have bought. If you are looking for a passive income stream, it's worth looking at. So let me know. Reach out to me, DM me, drop it in the comments that you want the blueprint, okay? And I would be happy to share it with you, because it is a way that people are leaving their 9-to-5s, because you only have to do this in 2 hours a day, because it's 90% automated. So what it is a suite of viral digital products, okay? Viral, they're going viral right now. They've sold the main one has sold $12 million in 90 days. It's absolutely unbelievable. And so you buy a done for you funnel that is proven to convert already. So everything's tried and tested and done. You are just literally stepping into a machine that you plug and play. It's got the viral digital products already loaded into it. And all you do is spend 2 hours a day driving traffic basically to your funnel. And the funnel takes over, and the funnel converts your customers for you and delivers the product. And you literally do nothing other than drive traffic to it. It's unbelievable. And this is gold standard. Now, you guys don't know me from Adam. You have no idea who I am or what I stand for, but here I'm going to tell you what I stand for. I'm going to illustrate it with a story. In the fall, my other business had totally tanked because of a personal crisis that happened in my marriage. My husband broke his neck, and it was absolute chaos in our family. And I could not run my coaching business and also be there for him. So I lost that coaching business. Okay. I lost my $1 million business because none of it was passive. Every single day I had to show up. And if I didn't show up and sell, and if I didn't show up and market, and if I didn't show up and fulfill and deliver, My business didn't run. Okay. And when you are up every night with your husband seizing up and having massive seizures and rushing to the emergency room multiple times a month and having crazy psychotic, crisis in the relationship because of his traumatic brain injury, ain't nothing going to be able to happen for you inside your coaching business. There's no way I was able to show up for my clients. No way. And so that business died, unfortunately. And we got to a very dire place. I had to sell my home just to make ends meet. And we ended up having to move into an RV. Okay. That's how difficult it got. I'm getting to the point of what do I stand for? This was dire. We were did not know where our next dollars were coming from. We didn't know where our next groceries were going to come from. Okay. That's when I started looking for some kind of work from home thing, because I'm not employable, you guys. If you are a disruptor, if you are a revolutionary, if you're a rebel at heart, you are not a good employee, probably. Right? You might be a rock star performer, but people are probably like, man, she doesn't, or he doesn't really belong here. Just probably you just need to be your own boss. How many times have you heard that? I heard that so often. I worked for my family business for 12 years, and my mom was constantly like, Lauren, I really think that you're trying to be the CEO of this company, but what you really need to do is go have your own company. And she was totally right. I don't make a good employee. I just don't. And if you don't either, and you're looking for a way to step into something that's your own, I got the answer for you. Okay. I may. It's worth looking at. So anyway, in the fall, when things were very, very serious, I went looking for passive income opportunities. Okay. I looked at MLMs. I looked at master resale rights things. I looked at several things because people who know me as a really good businesswoman, and they're constantly trying to bring things to me like, oh Lord, you got to do this. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, this is the next best thing. You got to do this. You got to take a look at this. And I looked at them and I was like, heck no. I can tell that is a flimsy business model. I can tell that product or that service that I would have to be selling sucks. I can tell that it's very subpar. I can tell that, I'm not going to do that. Now, so instead of stepping into something that was second best, because when I do something, it's the best. When I step into something, it is the gold standard in the industry. Always. It's always how it's been, because I will not put my name and my integrity behind something that I know is kind of crappy. I just won't do it. So you guys, instead of stepping into any of the numbers and numerous work from home, passive income, whatever opportunities that were coming across my path and that I was researching, I did DoorDash instead. I did DoorDash, you guys. I was a $1 million coach who used to fly around the world first class, and I did DoorDash instead of selling something that was not the number one business model out there, because that's my standard. So when I tell you that this is what I call this the iPhone of business models, is the most brilliant, amazing thing that I have ever seen. So it's worth looking at. If you are looking at passive income stuff, if you are looking at how do I make a crazy good income, because the potential here is 5, even 6 figures a month. We are talking, I know I can very easily tell whether a business model has 7-figure potential. I can easily tell. It's very obvious to me. This has got multi 7-figure potential written all over it. Because not only do I get a done for you business in a box, a high converting funnel loaded with viral digital products that I make 100% profit on, that all I have to do a couple hours a day is drive traffic to it, and then it takes over and I just get dings. I get sales. I get sales while I'm watching Netflix. I got sale while I was by the pool the other day. I got a sale overnight. I woke up to a sale. It's like, what the heck is going on? This is amazing. It was an answered prayer. But not only that, it also comes with live masterminding with a multi 7-figure mentor who created the funnel and the viral course and is heading up the largest, most successful online business community ever, and is teaching me how to build a multi seven-figure digital marketing empire. That's what the ultimate opportunity is. In 2 hours a day, there are ways to create passive income streams. There are ways to create recurring income streams where you are not trading time for money anymore. That's the old way. That's the old model. The new model is being able to create an influx of money, an influx of income streams that come into your bank account and into your life with minimal effort on your part. And it is all made possible because of the digital marketing world and the digital marketplace. The fact that you can have a virtual office anywhere, you do not have to have overhead. When my parents started their company in 1998, they had to have an office. They had tons of overhead in running their company. They had to use a lot of their own personal funds, tens of thousands of dollars, to get the equipment that they needed to run this business. They had to build a team. They had to they had to have employees. They sold that business for quite a bit of money, and it was great. But man, did they work their tail off for it, because they were still trading time for dollars. Okay. And they were having to invest in all of this overhead. You guys, this is the digital age. That was in 98. The internet was like literally just starting. Okay. In this day and age, you can buy a business. It still blows my mind. You can buy a business for $900. You can have it up and running in 24 hours. It can be converting customers for you while you're doing other things, while you are living your life, hiking the mountains, sitting out by the pool, looking at the mountains, and fulfilling on those sales for you also. And that's your life. Like, it's crazy. And you can the potential is to earn daily pay, have customers coming into you. It's like this little funnel. The way I think about this little funnel, it's like all my employees. It's my sales team and it's my fulfillment team. And it's just all automated. And all I do is drive traffic to it. And my little funnel sales and fulfillment team takes over. And I don't have to do any of the extra work. It's amazing. Plus, I get to sit inside this mastermind and watch this mastermind at work the woman who created this funnel and this high converting digital course has 14 income streams. She has 14 income streams, you guys. And she is teaching those of us who are in the mastermind, which comes free with the $900 business, how to do that. It is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Drop a comment here, reach out to me in my DMs, and let me know if you'd like to take a look at it. There is absolutely no pressure. This is a rejection-free business. If you decide it's not for you, that's totally fine. There's 5 billion people on social media every day. My customers are out there. I don't have to worry about it. Right? There's so much opportunity, and this digital marketing course is taking the world by storm because it is the most gold standard course, training, and coaching I have ever seen on how to build a digital marketing business ever. And I'm a business coach, so I know training and coaching. So the reason I am so fired up about this business model is because there is a deeper purpose behind it, which is to free you from the grind, to free you from the hustle. That is old thinking. That is slave thinking. That is old paradigm thinking and operating. If you think that you have to hustle for your money, if you think that you have to strive and struggle anymore for an income, my friend, you are operating out of it's like an old operating system in your mind. You got to download the 2.0 version, okay, of how to earn an income in the digital age. The 2.0 version of how to earn an income in the digital age is one where you can automate 2/3 of what it takes to run a business. What it takes to run a business is to market, to sell, and to deliver. That's basically what it takes to run any kind of business. You got to have something that you're marketing. You got to have what you're marketing is the thing that you're going to be selling and converting customers into, right? And then you got to deliver that thing. If it's a product, you got to find a way to get it to the customer. If it's a service, you got to find a way to deliver that to the customer, okay? And with automations, with the advent of the digital marketplace and the possibilities of automations, you can have 2/3 of your entire business fully automated and running for you out there in the world on autopilot. So prospects are coming in and they're getting converted and fulfilled while you like I am like surprised when I get sick. Like I'm like, I don't even know this person. Who's this person? It's amazing. It's magic. It's magic. And the reason I'm so passionate about it, number one, is because the quality of the training. But number two, it is because of the time freedom that it is going to give you. Because we are in an age right now. Okay, so the e-learning industry, which is what this business is in, okay, because these are digital courses, right, that are teaching you and teaching other people how to build a digital marketing empire. The e-learning industry is currently at $1 billion a day. Okay, it used to be, I think it was $950 million a day, $950 million a year in 2019. Okay, then COVID hit. And what happened with COVID? People were locked down. So service providers who had a brick and mortar business, like think, people who taught cooking classes, or people who were like carpenters or handymen, or people who were plumbers, or people who taught singing lessons or whatever. They had to find a way to make an income. And they decided that they were going to digitize their genius. They were going to digitize their gifts and create a digital course, a way to learn from them online. Same time, the people that were locked in their homes were bored to tears and couldn't go down the street to take the singing course or couldn't go down the street to learn crochet or whatever. So they got online and then they bought those digital courses. Okay. And the e-learning industry went from a 950 million in 2019 to 1 billion a day in 2023. It went from 950 million a year in 2019, COVID hit in 2020. And now, yes, last year it was 1 billion a day. Okay. And it is set to be 3 billion a day as of 2027, I believe. I've seen 2027 and I've seen 2030. So what? The point is, it is exploding. My friend, you have an opportunity to get in at the place where it's like if you knew what you knew now about the iPhone, right? And you had a chance to get in on that business before really it had blown up. Imagine what you would have been able to do, right? That's what this is. This is the iPhone of digital marketing, passive income, work from home business models. And people who are stepping into this have been having crazy success. There's a woman in our community who's done $400,000 in 10 months. She's actually done, what was the number? 300 already this year. Okay. There are many, many people making 5 and high 5-figure months doing this. And I know it sounds like a scam, and I hate that about it because it's easy to get caught up in the how can that be possible? Because it's like your mind can't comprehend it, but it's actually very simple. If you have a digital product, right? You have infinite inventory. You can sell that digital product over and over. So this is in the master resell rights category, which means you can buy a digital course and have the right to resell it for 100% profit. Okay. And when you do that, you are then now have a product, but it's not sitting on a shelf somewhere where you're paying for shelf space and you're paying for inventory and all, and you're paying for shipping. It's sitting in your digital shelf, right? And you have an infinite number of those products, right? And so as you drive traffic every day to your digital warehouse, basically, the more of a following you get, and you actually learn how to create a following, and you learn how to create like that know, like, and trust, and get engagement. So imagine it this way. If you go online and you start to speak about this and master social media and master the different platforms and all of that kind of stuff, and you have 10 people who are interested, because 10 people come online and like, oh, that sounds amazing, right? And they get into your funnel, let's say 20, because 1 out of 20 buys. So 20 people get into your funnel because you're new and you're just starting out, and one of them buys, you made $900. That's crazy. That's awesome, right? You spent 2 hours and you've made, $900. But now after a month, you're getting really good. You're getting really good at your message. You're getting really good at, this is my person and this is my perfect customer, and this is the kind of thing that really, really hits with them. So now your 2 hours are drawing in crowds of 200 or 2,000 people. Same 2 hours, but because you can use the power of social media, right, who can reach billions, and you're getting better at your messaging, you're now using those 2 hours to reach thousands, right? And so now thousands are coming in to your world, and and now your sales go from 1 out of 20. It's still always 1 out of 20, or you can sometimes, when you get really good, it can be even more. We have people who are doing this business, it's 1 out of 10, right? But instead of 20 coming in and 1 buying, now you have 200 coming in and 10 buying, 2,000 coming in, right? And 100 buying. Is that how it is? Whatever. The point is, same 2 hours. Same 2 hours you are spending, but because you're getting better at your messaging, because you're understanding the heart of your perfect customer more, you're using social media to reach those people. The algorithm is like, ooh, you got this. Oh yes, you got this. You got this. And it's pushing your message out to more people for free. And they're finding you, and they're coming into your world, and they're stepping into your automations, and they're being converted, and they're buying. And that's how your income can grow exponentially while you put in the same amount of time. Does that make sense? It actually makes like a lot of sense. Legacy. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It really makes a lot of sense when you understand how different it is to have a digital marketplace business versus a brick and mortar business, right? It just, you kind of start to get it, like, oh yeah, that makes quite a bit of sense, actually. Okay, so that's what is on offer for you. And I see that someone said you reported legacy to the SEC. Yeah, listen. I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to be civil here. So there is no reason to report legacy builders to the FTC, in no way. There is nothing that they are doing. I don't need to block you because probably people are hearing about this. So there's nothing that they are doing that is illegal in any way. This digital marketing course that I bought for $900 is worth, in and of itself, whether I resell it ever one time, whether I ever sell it to anybody else ever, is worth 10 times that. And I know this because I have been in the coaching industry for years. And I know what coaching programs and other coaching courses are going for. And they're going for way more than this. This is like a digital marketing mastermind level course, like MBA level training and mastermind, live mastermind for $900. It's the most ridiculous value if you never, and there are lots of people who buy this course who have consulting firms who need to learn how to use the digital marketplace to advance their own business, sales, and customer getting skills. Okay. We have estheticians who actually, one of my customers is an esthetician. And she's like, I need to learn how to market better. I need to learn how to get myself on social media and use digital marketing to draw customers to my clinic. There are lots of people, real estate agents, insurance agents, all kinds of people who are buying this course as a course, not to resell it, not to do anything with it other than to learn how to have digital marketing work for them in their business and get daily customers in their business. Okay. So whether you maybe have a business of your own and you're like, I'm not like, I can't quite grasp the marketing. Like it's not my strong suit, which is pretty much most business owners. Most business owners are amazing at doing a thing. They're amazing at the fulfillment part. That's why they built that business, because they're super good at doing the thing, right? Carpentry, plumbing, handyman work, singing lessons, like whatever, but they're not good at marketing. Like they actually suck at it. This is what I saw as a business coach for many years. People were so gifted at the thing that they did, but they really sucked at marketing, like horrible at it. So there are lots of people who are purchasing this as a digital marketing course to teach them how to master the digital marketing space so that they can drive more revenue, more customers into their current business. And also so they can learn how to build an email list, which is your number one business asset. If you have a business and you are not focused on building and monetizing an email list, I don't really know why you would do that, because your email list is your number one asset, right? And so they're also learning how to do that. They're also learning how to create recurring income streams. They're also learning how to create passive income streams. It is unbelievable the training that they are getting that has nothing to do with reselling the course. The fact that you can also be like, so I had a friend she's a friend now. She was a customer of mine. And she's like, okay, this is crazy. She said one of her friends came to her and said, hey, I really want to create a digital a digital course, because the other thing that is inside of this one-time $900 purchase is how to create and monetize your own course and your own community, which is one of the things I love about it, because I know that I'm meant to do that. And I'm like, why not learn from someone who has created a viral course and a viral community? So anyway, my customer had a friend who came to her and said, I want to learn how to create a digital marketing course, like a digital course that I can, figure out how to market and get out to, my people. Do you know of anything? And my friend customer was like, actually, I do. I happen to know of something. And so she showed her friend this digital marketing course. Okay. And her friend was blown away. Like, wait, I don't understand. So I pay $900. I get a done for you funnel that converts customers and fulfills for me, like on autopilot. And if I want to do that, I can. Like I can actually get a business in a box, but also I get a comprehensive digital marketing, like MBA level training on how to build a complete digital marketing empire. Plus I get live coaching with the seven-figure mentor. Like, excuse me? Like, what? And then she said, okay, this is amazing, but I still have a call with a coach who has a digital, how to create and monetize a digital course. And I still want to have that discovery call. Okay. So she went ahead and she had the discovery call. She came back to my customer and was like, yeah, so that call with that coach, the offer that she made me was for a $9,000 coaching program to teach me less than half of what I'm going to learn inside this program that I'm going to pay for $900. And she said, she was like, this is worth, so you guys, do you understand? She did not pay for a $9,000 program because the $900 training was far more valuable. That is a big testament to what is on offer inside. Hold on. So wait, hold on. I'm having questions here. I had to answer the same question. So explain how the email funneling works. Um, Wait, hold on. Well, first of all, it's not MLM. Okay, so let me just be super, super clear. This is not MLM. If you think it's MLM, I don't know how, like, you clearly don't know what the opportunity is. Okay. MLM is based on a pyramid structure where you pay, yes, it's 100% profit. It's not network marketing. Like I don't even know what that means. But this is my business. I own this course outright. I purchased this course. It's like these glasses, right? If I bought these glasses and I wanted to resell them, the store that I bought them from is not my upline. There's no network marketing going on. I bought these and I'm reselling them. It's like it's like Target who buys products from a wholesaler and sells them on their shelves is not involved in network marketing, right? So your concepts are skewed. Network marketing is where you are attached to and inside of and repping somebody else's product or service. That is what network marketing is. This is yours. This is literally your own business, your own products. Yeah, did you buy them from somebody else? Yeah. Where does any store or any business get their products? Most of them buy them from somebody else and resell them. That is how most commerce happens. Some people create their own products. A carpenter could make his own shelf or chair and resell it. Okay. But most stores out there, Kmart, Target, I don't care where you go, Walmart, right? Grocery stores, they're buying a product from somebody else and they are reselling it. And that is not network marketing. So that is confusing to people. That's confusing to people to say that it's network marketing because it's not. I would never do network marketing. I think it's a very network marketing is okay as like another income stream that you don't depend on. But it is the stupidest thing in the world. I'm just going to say this. It is the stupidest thing in the world to tie your main source of income to somebody else, to some other company that's creating the product or delivering or creating the service, to some CEO of some other company and their decision making and how they're running the company, which has no consideration for you. It is such a dumb idea. Now, if you have a main income stream that is your own, that is under your own control and destiny, and then you want to do some others, on the side, network marketing, affiliate marketing, that's great. Yeah, cool. But don't depend on it for your main thing. Don't do that. That is not a good idea. So if this were network marketing, I wouldn't be doing it. Let's see. MRR is a pyramid of value. Oh, you don't know that if you open the wrong email, O'Neill gets that lead. Still a network of people selling the program. Yeah, but see, you don't understand. You've never done network marketing. I have, though. I actually have. I've done several. I've done several network marketing things. So basically, what you are saying, and this is something actually that I get a lot. This is something I get a lot. So I appreciate the question because a lot of people do ask me this, and it's actually a question that I had because I was like, okay, hold on a second, like. Is the value, and this actually is the case for a lot of master resale rights products, which is why I didn't do them. I have looked at many. I have looked at the ones that people are like, this is the best one out there. You got to do this one. And I looked at it. Roadmap, for instance, crap. Sorry, it's crap. And I was like, this is crap. Like literally the only value that you would get in this is to resell it. Like, that is literally the only value that you would get. Why would I do that? Like, why would I be like, this actually has no value other than to resell it to you, who is only going to get value in it by reselling it, who's only going to get value by reselling it? That's like ridiculous. That's stupid. I mean, if people want to do that, right? That's a level of integrity that I just don't have. Like, what I sell has to have inherent value. Okay. What I am offering someone has to have inherent value on its own. And this is the most gold standard digital marketing MBA level course on how to build a 7-figure digital marketing empire. And not only a digital marketing empire, but a 7-figure multiple income stream business in any industry using the power of creating recurring income streams, passive income streams, creating and monetizing your own course. The value inside the Legacy Builders course, like I just said, is greater than what you even bought it for, even if you never resell another course to anybody else ever. And it's what you can, right? If somebody, I mean, this is what I don't get, like people's minds. If somebody comes to me, right, and is like, I really want to learn digital marketing, I am now able to sell them a course so they can learn it. That's what I'm able to do with this. I'm learning from it myself. And I'm also able to be like, oh yeah, you want to learn digital marketing? I got the course for you. It's awesome. That's the brilliance of master resale rights. And the people who are telling you that the only value is in reselling it are just uninformed. That's all. So anyway, the difference between master resale rights and network marketing is vast. And one of the things that you got to understand when you're navigating this world and you're looking into this stuff and you're trying to make sense of it is network marketing, affiliate marketing, all of that stuff is attached to somebody else's business, right? You are essentially a rep for you're a glorified contractor. Okay, that's all you are, is a glorified contractor. And you get 25% commissions. Like you actually get commissions, right? I don't get commissions. I make profit because I have my own business. I don't get commissions from somebody else. I get profit from my own business. That is one of the biggest distinctions between stepping into something that is your very own, which is possible with a product that has master resale rights attached to it, and hooking into someone else's product that you're repping on their behalf, building their company, building their dreams, building their legacy, right? And making 25% profit. Totally different. So anyway, what is this? I don't really know. I can't really see what I am talking about. So welcome. So what I am talking about is a done for you automated business in a box that is a highly converting funnel that comes with 4 viral digital products that essentially convert customers and fulfill on those customers for you on your behalf. Okay, where you put a couple hours of work in a day driving traffic to your automations, and then the automations take over and you are able to earn passive income. That's what passive income means. You put in a couple hours of work and essentially your business does the rest for you. It does the selling and converting and fulfilling for you. Okay. So what are you selling other than the legacy program? That is irrelevant. That is irrelevant. What's relevant is, why are people buying it from me? That's what you're asking, is an irrelevant question. What's relevant is, why are people buying it from me? And people are buying it from me to learn digital marketing. They are buying it from me in order to learn how to create an email list and sell to that email list. They are buying it from me in order to get mastermind level mentorship on how to grow a business. Okay, that is why they're buying it from me. Are they also reselling it because they see value in it, because people are hungry right now to learn digital marketing? Absolutely. If you are in a business right now and you are ignorant about digital marketing, you aren't going to survive, right? Everybody is figuring out, I got to figure out how to learn digital marketing. I got to figure out how to master this. And I want to learn how to create passive income streams. I want to learn how to create recurring income streams. I want to learn how to create and monetize my own course. That's what I want to learn how to do. And so there is a hunger for this learning. There is a hunger for this training. There is a hunger for this material. There is a hunger for this mastery because people are becoming wise to the fact that the digital marketplace is going to be the new place where the millionaires and billionaires are going to be made. And if you don't know how to operate your business in the digital marketplace, you might as well just close up shop now. Okay. So when I sell this product to a customer, they are learning how to create recurring income streams, all of those things that I said. And they also have the opportunity, if somebody else comes to them and says, I want to learn digital marketing, they can say, I have something for you. So they can have a revenue stream that provides value to the market and provides people with the ability to learn how to master digital marketing at the same time that they are learning from the same course how to build a digital marketing empire. Does that make sense? You've been saying that it's good for selling other things. The learning is good for selling other things, right? So if you are, so here's an example. I had one of my customers is a 7-figure coach. Okay. So this woman, I mean, she knows business. Like she's been a 7-figure coach for a while. She is a very savvy businesswoman. And she said to me, she learned more about social media marketing in the first 48 hours of learning in this course than she has learned in her entire however many years she has been in business. Okay. And she is already applying what she has learned in her coaching business. She's already applying what she has learned in helping sell and monetize and market her other programs, her other coaching programs, based on the things that she has learned inside this course. Okay? Not your customers, what do you sell? Why do you care what I sell? I'm selling a digital marketing course because it's the best one out there. Like that's what I'm doing. Your question is so weird because I want to know what else you sell. I have a coaching business. Like really, you want to know what else I sell? I have a coaching business. I have a mastermind. I'm about to sell one-off consulting sessions. Is that your answer? Is that what you want to hear? This is like the weirdest question. Why do you care what I sell? Why do you care what I sell? That's like saying to Target, well, but do you sell cars? I mean, I know that you sell lots of things that are valuable. I know that you sell a lot of valuable things to people, but do you sell cars? But I mean, what else do you sell? My business right now is selling this course because this is the most gold standard digital marketing course and mentorship that is on the planet. And I want people to know about it. And that is a totally legitimate business. I do not have to be a business that sells other things other than one very valuable thing to be a legitimate business. I can sell one highly valuable thing that I know is going to change people's lives and give them the ultimate training that they have been bait and switched into trying to get other places, so that they don't have to spend any more money on any more courses or any more coaching or any more masterminds, because this has absolutely everything they need to build a thriving business in the digital marketplace. And that, my friend, is a totally legitimate business to have. Right now, my business is one course, actually 4, that I am selling to people who want to learn digital marketing. $900 isn't a bait and switch. I don't know. Like, I don't really understand that question. $900 know it's not a bait and switch. Like, I don't know what world you live in, okay? But in my world, you got to pay for learning. I don't know. You have to pay money in order to get people, like in order to get value, right? So I paid $900 in return for what I know is worth 10 times that. In order to get the training and the mentorship that is available to you inside this program and this coaching, you would have to pay tens of thousands of dollars, you guys. Tens of thousands of dollars. For $900, you get training and coaching on how to build a multi-7-figure business. So I struggle to see how that is a bait and switch. It's actually insane value. Like, it's the opposite of a bait and switch. It's actually the opposite of a bait and switch. A bait and switch is where you get told that you can create a certain level of success with something by investing a certain amount of money. And then you get inside and they're like, actually, you really kind of got to buy the, not, because this is how they do it. They sell you a $97 thing, or maybe they sell you a $47 thing. And then you get inside and they're like, really though, you kind of need the $197 thing. And then you buy the $197 thing. And then they're like, really though, you kind of need the $597 thing. And then you buy the $597 thing. And they're like, really though, you need to buy the $997 thing. And this is a model. This is a bait and switch revenue model that they know about when they're selling it to you, when they're hyping it to you on social media. And they literally teach it to you once you get inside. And that's what you have to start doing to people. And I am not about that. I am not about that. I am not going to tell somebody this is what is possible if you step into this and invest this amount of money, knowing that it's not possible. Like, that's insane. I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. In fact, every single person, and I have over 30 customers now, every single person who has invested in the $900 course and coaching has come back to me and been like, wait, I'm confused. Like, I get all of this for $900. I'm confused. Like, lifetime coaching too? Like, no extra cost for the lifetime coaching? I'm like, nope, no extra cost. They're like, wait, I don't understand. I don't get it, because they're so used to being bait and switched. They're so used to being fooled. They're so used to being hoodwinked that they literally cannot comprehend the massive value of what's inside this world. So it's actually the opposite. Your friend is a part of this and hasn't been able to sell since they joined. My friend, I have worked with hundreds of brand new entrepreneurs. Okay. I'm addressing somebody on TikTok. I've worked with hundreds of entrepreneurs in my 15 years. And I will tell you something about people who aren't successful. It's two things. It is either the training that they received that was basically the training or the coaching that they received that was basically crappy. Okay. And they can't expect to be successful because they're not given the tools and the knowledge and the information and the mentorship that they need. Okay. That's number one. If they have that, which they had with me because I was considered one of the best business coaches online, I took people from $1,000 a month to $30,000 and $50,000 months in 30 to 60 days. Okay. If they had that with me, I had plenty of clients. I wouldn't say plenty, but I had a good number of clients who were not successful because they are victims. The people who do not have success inside this world. What is going on? Hold on, guys. One second. Okay. I had to verify something. There is the reason that I am promoting and so passionate about the Legacy Builders opportunity is because I know from looking at it, because I am a third generation entrepreneur. I've helped businesses go to 6, 7, and 8 figures for 15 years. Okay. I know what I'm talking about. And inside Legacy Builders, with the coaching, with the course, the coaching and the community, if someone is not successful, it's because they are not following the process, putting in the work. They are not being coachable. They're making excuses. And there are plenty of people like that in the world. There are plenty of people who will not make a single dollar either with legacy builders or anything else they try. And that's because, unfortunately, they don't have what it takes. They don't have what it takes to be an entrepreneur. They don't have what it takes to be consistent. They aren't coachable. They're trying to reinvent the wheel. They're not doing the training. They're not following the process. They're not following directions. They're not following the guidance. And so, of course, they're going to fail. So the fact that, and it's not a lie, the 2-hour workday is very real. I follow it. It's not a lie. You can certainly, they maybe got coaching from people in the community. Who did they get coaching from? Random people? Look, if you're looking for something that is going to do the work for you and build your legacy for you, you will never find it, ever. If you are somebody who has grit and persistence and determination, and you are just looking for the perfect business to plug into because you know that you have got what it takes, and you know you're just looking for the thing that's going to give you the gold standard training and the gold standard coaching, then this is it. If you're looking for a silver bullet, if you're looking for magic, then this isn't it, and nothing is it. So, oh my gosh. This is like so fascinating to me. Anyway, this is frankly why I got out of coaching, because I like literally could not deal with the people like this. So anyway, yes, I know that I could block you, but frankly, I appreciate the questions because other people are going to have them. Other people are going to have them. And this is my way of weeding out people like you who aren't going to succeed anywhere, right? So, and also answering the questions for people who have an intelligent mind and who are like, yeah, absolutely, that makes total sense. I don't know what that woman's talking about. So, for those of you who recognize the genius and the value in this business model, I would love to show you more about it if you want to take a look at it. And for those of you who are not interested, that is totally okay. There's 5 billion people on social media every day. My customers are out there, so are yours. Okay, so I've got guests that are in the house that I got to go attend to. It is, I don't know what time is it, 12 o'clock? My workday, 11:30. My workday is over. My workday is over. That's what's so amazing about this business. So anyway, God bless. I hope you have an amazing day. And don't forget, when God is tapping you on the shoulder and calling you out of where you are and making you feel that discomfort and that restlessness and that feeling that you're in a straitjacket and you're in a prison and you know you're not supposed to be where you are, and you're on your knees praying for an answer and looking for guidance, remember you got to make sure to recognize when the guidance and the answer comes. And this may very well be the answer to prayer for you that it was for me. So, God bless. Have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow.